So you've probably seen these before, perfectly circular clusters of mushrooms. But what's really going on here? Is it magic or is it science? Let's break it down. Let's talk about the science first. In nature, these things are called fairy rings, pixie rings, elf circles. They have many names. They form when a fungal spore lands in a favorable location and starts to grow in all directions from a center point. While the fungus spreads on the surface, it's also spreading underground. It's forming an underground network of threads called mycelium. As the fungus spreads outwards, the nutrients in the soil in the center get used up, leaving what we call a necrotic zone where the mushrooms only grow along the edges. And this is where we get our circular pattern. So it's kind of like nature's crop circles, except with fungus. So there are three types of fairy rings. In type 1, we see at the very top here, where it exhibits a zone of dead grass or turf. Type 2 shows a single ring of stimulated grass with evidence of one or two new mushrooms popping up. We can see type 3 at the bottom here, and it shows only mushrooms with no visible effect on the grass. And while the science is very interesting, you cannot discuss fairy rings without discussing the folklore. In old legends, fairy rings were thought to be these magical portals where fairies and elves would dance all night. And if you stepped inside, you would be transported and lost forever, or forced to dance for eternity. And this might sound fun to some, but it's not. If you trusted this mischievous fae, you would be forced to dance until you died. Dutch superstition used to think that fairy rings are where the devil sat his milk churn. Some French tradition reports that fairy rings are guarded by these giant bug-eyed toads who would curse those who dared to enter this circle. In parts of Europe, entering a fairy ring would cause you to lose an eye. So if you're brave enough, I guess you could try to dance around a fairy ring. Some old beliefs say that it could grant you magical powers and abilities, or maybe give you good luck, depending on how much you trust the fae. I personally will not be trusting the fae anytime soon. So whether it's scientific fact that draws you in, or enchanting folklore, you can't deny that fairy rings are one of nature's coolest phenomena. Next time you see one, don't just walk by. Take time to stop and wonder, what is really at play here, science or folklore? Follow me for more scientific facts and folklore, I guess.